Disclaimer: the following program is designed to offend, provoke, and challenge your religious sensibilities. It contains content that will likely offend anyone who holds religion sacred. This is for those with thick skin or a taste for the harsh truth. If you're easily offended or cherish your religious views, please turn off now. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. You have been warned. Welcome, seekers of truth and challengers of dogma. I was once trapped within the strict confines of the Jehovah's Witnesses, a group many call a cult, where questioning the faith meant risking everything. When I was 16, my parents, still seeking spiritual certainty, transitioned us into mainstream Christianity. They didn't realize, and still haven't, that they simply exchanged one set of chains for another. Both systems, each claiming monopoly over truth, have mastered the art of control. Today, we're not just questioning these institutions, we're tearing off their sacred veils to expose the manipulative powers behind them. Strap in for a raw journey through the dark alleys of religious control. It's going to be brutally honest and unapologetically direct. The architecture of fear and guilt. Fear, religion's favorite weapon. They dangle the thread of eternal damnation over your head like a medieval sword of Damocles. It's not about saving souls, it's about scaring you into submission. Do as we say, or you'll burn forever. That's not love, that's blackmail. Guilt is their cherry on top. Born guilty thanks to some ancient apple-eating fable, you're told you need constant redemption. Original sin, more like an original scam to keep you on a guilt treadmill, always donating, always praying, always obeying. Churches, temples, mosques, these aren't sanctuaries, they're control centers. Every prayer, every sermon, each meticulously designed to keep you obedient, terrified, and financially committed. They've turned deity worship into an abusive relationship, demanding endless penance, submission, and cash. Economic tithes and offerings. Money, religion's real deity. Tithes? That's just a fancy word for extortion. You're not giving to some benevolent being. You're lining the pockets of the so-called holy men who drive luxury cars to their gold-plated prayer meetings. Cathedrals, mosques, temples, monuments to your gullibility, built with your hard-earned cash. They're not houses of worship, they're monuments to greed, telling you it's all for the glory of God while they live like kings. The prosperity gospel? That's not spiritual, it's the ultimate scam. Give to get rich. It's capitalism in a clerical collar. They've made God into a divine Ponzi scheme operator, promising you'll get back what you don't really need in exchange for what you can't afford to lose. Behavioral controls and social conformity. Religion doesn't want your soul, it wants your life, your thoughts, your identity. They dictate everything from your diet to your sex life. Don't eat this, don't wear that, don't love who you want. It's not guidance, it's dictatorship. These religions aren't about spiritual growth, they're about groupthink. They mold you into a uniform, obedient mass where individuality is heresy. Conform or be cast out, not just from your community, but from your own family. Religion doesn't just affect part of your life. It's an invasive species that takes over everything, turning you into a walking advertisement for their dogma. The illusion of choice and free will. Free will? That's the biggest lie since the earth is flat. They tell you you're free to choose, but every choice is prescripted by their holy texts. Your freedom is as real as the invisible friends you pray to. Predestination versus free will. It's a theological shell game designed to keep you confused and compliant. Leave the faith? Good luck. Apostasy can get you killed or ostracized in some places. Choosing in religion is like picking your poison. It's all toxic, but they let you pick the flavor. You're not steering your destiny. You're just choosing which path in their maze you'll follow to the same dead end. Theocratic politics and social order. Religion and politics? More like religion is politics. Theocracies are where religious leaders play king, judge, and executioner, all blessed by their divine right. Blasphemy laws, moral policing, that's not about morality, it's about power. In these places, breaking a religious law isn't just illegal, it's a sin against the state's God, which is just the state in a holy robe. Even in so-called democracies, religious groups are pulling the strings, shaping laws to fit their ancient biases. They've made politics a divine comedy where your rights are subject to their interpretation of some old, dusty book. Control through information and education. Education or brainwashing. Religious education isn't about learning, it's about unlearning anything that contradicts their fairy tales. They teach creation myths over evolution, ancient folklore over science. They control what you read, what you learn, what you're allowed to question. History gets a divine retelling where their prophets are superheroes and their critics are demons. Case in point, I was literally called demon possessed recently by one of the commenters. Thanks, buddy, real original. Media, education, even the internet, they use it all to keep you in their echo chamber, ensuring you only hear their version of the truth. It's not education, it's a mind prison where curiosity is the enemy and conformity is the key. I'm not claiming to have all the answers, and I'm not here to dictate your beliefs. Whatever makes you happy, whatever lights your fire, is your choice. I'm just sharing my thoughts, and you can take them or leave them. We've laid bare the ugly truth of religion today. It's not about saving souls or spreading love. It's about control, power, and money. So think about it. How much of your life is genuinely yours? And how much is dictated by these ancient manipulative scripts. Don't let your faith be a noose around your neck. Challenge everything, live authentically, and remember, the only true deity might be your own reflection, not the one they've sold you. And hey, if you survive this rant and still have a sense of humor, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Think of it as your tiny rebellion against the almighty algorithm or the cosmic overlords, whichever terrifies you less. It's free, it's easy, and it might just save your soul. Or at least your boredom.